YouTube Nation, and welcome back for yet another top 10 list. Today we're going to go back in time and take a look at the top 10 Thundercat toys that were released in the 1980s. There are a lot of new figures. We are not talking about those. We are talking about Rainbow LJN. Look at all these fantastic ads, the old school style stuff. These guys and gals right here, we're going to see which ones are in the top 10 next on the Hodgepodge channel. Coming in at number 10, one of the female Thundercats, Pumyra. She is an amazing action figure. I love the fact that Thundercats did not steer away from having females as main characters, even with Cheetara and her. This is one of the harder to get characters, but when you get her and you look at her and how cool the sideburns and everything is, it really is a playable toy. And for the 80s, it was very good, cartoon accurate for what it was. Coming in at number 9 is Slithe, one of the mainstays for the evildoers in the Thundercats. Big old lizard, big bulky, awesome. I love the character. Again, Thundercats was one of the very few that actually did the cartoons justice. Comes with a big axe, kind of has the big eye, kind of has the little eye. Just really caught what the cartoon was going for. Slithe. Awesome. Coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, Mumm-ra. Yes, it's kind of a door stopper, big plastic, but kudos for them for having the pre of what Mumm-ra was. Not a lot of playability to it, but this thing was scary, it was creepy, and it was awesome to have in the collection. And spoiler alert, Mumm-ra is not on my list except for this one. I think this toy is better than the actual Mumm-ra. Now, we got a better one later on in life, but this is for the vintage. Coming in at number 7 is a pair. No, not Tigra. We're talking about WilyKat and WilyKit. And we have to talk about the difference between the non-articulated versus the articulated. These are the ones that are on the list. They got their hoverboards. They actually were playable. Not the ones that came with Cheetara and Tigra. Those were terrible. But the ones that actually came by themselves as a companion, they are awesome. They are fantastic. And what great toys they were, not the hunk of plastics that are those right there. Number 7, WilyKit and WilyKat. Coming in at number 6, nobody's monkeying around with that trigger in the back. We are talking about Monkian, one of the staples again. Can't have Thundercats without him. There are 2 different variants. The Dallas Vintage Toys, they are showing that. Does come with a ball and a mace. Awesome figure, awesome playability. And again, it just looks menacing and a great villain toy. We're halfway through and we're coming in with Mongor, the horned, big yellow-eyed Yeti, Sasquatchy looking guy. Love the character. It actually freaked me out when I was a kid. Still to this day, I think this toy is haunting. He does come with a big weapon and those eyes. Look at those eyes. They're just haunting for a kid's toy. Love it. Mongor coming in halfway through. Coming in at number 4, the quick one, Cheetara. Getting WilyKit in it wasn't all that great. But the bow staff, how the hands were different. She did have 2 different head sculpts, which was not a big deal to me. But I loved how she had the 2 different grips. The weapon fit perfectly into the hands for playability. You could get Cheetara with by herself and also with WilyKit in the packaging, which is awesome. But just look at her. She's an awesome, awesome toy and looks cool even with lack of articulation for back then. Looks great with how the hands were done. Coming in at number 3 is not Tigra, but a remold and a repaint of him. We are looking at Ben-Gali. Ben-Gali is, in my opinion, 1,000% better than Tigra. And Tigra is a decent figure. Sadly, he doesn't make the top 10. Blow me up in the comments, if you will. Can't change my mind. This is a better toy. It is fantastic. It looks better. It's a better character, to be real honest. But we're not talking about characters. We're just talking about the toy. And when you have a hammerhead cat sword I love it. Ben-Gali coming in over Tiger. Coming in at number 2, I think the holy grail of a lot of people's Thundercat collection. Jaga coming in, has the Sword of Omens, has the cool cape, has the cool helmet. He just looks like an old warrior that is cool. Love him in the package. It's real expensive if you get him that way, let alone how get him loose. Great figure. I think he's one of the best sculpted and one of the best looking in all of the line, but there's still one to go. And coming in at number 1, and I don't think it's even close, as Panthro. I know I'm probably going to get somebody that disagrees with me. Yes, Lion-O and yes, Mumm-ra aren't on the top 10. I don't think they're the best top 10 figures, but this is Panthro's time to shine. He's got the greatest Thundercat nunchuck weapon accessories. He's got the looks. He's got the spikes. He has everything that brings him in at number 1. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me who would be your number 1 or where I messed up or if you appreciated the list at all. Thanks so much. Hope you give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give us a subscribe. We do a lot of content with news and we do a lot of reviews and we do a lot of top 10 things. This is the top 10 list for the Thundercats. Oh, see you next time. Peace out, home skillets.